So today I want to talk about feedback. Over the past 8 or 9 weeks, I've received a lot of feedback from friends and family, and they've been really helpful, A lot of them have just been telling me, hey, thanks, for these videos. Some of them have been really helpful. But here's some that you kind of missed the ball on. And it's those kinds of feedback that I really appreciate because it helps me improve a lot. And I've been receiving a lot of them, and I'm super grateful for that. So thank you. But here's the tricky part. Once you start receiving a lot of feedback, it tends to get complicated because now you don't know like what actually you should change and improve and what you should keep and be authentic to yourself. And it's been tricky figuring out what feedback I should take. So in the 8 or 9 weeks that I was filming Chasing the Dream, I didn't take any of it. I just figured, you know what, I'll just be me for 8 or 9 weeks. And after that, I'll take all the feedback and see which I should use to improve on my work. And that's when it hit me. All the things I talked about in the videos suddenly tied together. For example, when I was writing my book, I never shared it with anyone. I just wanted to finish it first and then let a selective 1 or 2 people read and give me feedback. And with these videos, I wasn't looking for perfect, I just wanted to put my stuff out there and get over my insecurities of, my acne scars and just, my confidence in front of camera. And as a result, I had volume. I put out like 8 or 9 videos and the feedback has been overwhelming, and that's pretty awesome. So that's lesson number 1 for me at the end of all of this. You don't have to be afraid of negative feedback because the ones that love you will give you constructive feedback, and that's super helpful for you. And the ones that just don't care for your work will give you negative feedback. But in the age of social media, it's so easy to ignore it, so it's not really a big deal, as I've come to realize at least. But the most important lesson that I've learned is really just to put your work out there, because the more feedback you get, the more constructive it'll be. So technically, you're not looking for mistakes or bad things that you're doing. Rather, you're looking for patterns. So if one guy says, hey Nick, you should smile more in your vlogs, I can just go, okay, relax. But if 10 people say I should smile more in my vlogs, then guess what? Is this big enough? So I guess I learned a really valuable lesson by doing these vlogs. Basically, negative comments and feedback isn't as bad as you think it is, Mainly because it's really easy to ignore. But the real benefit of putting your imperfect shit out there is really so that people can tell you where you suck. Because there were videos when I put out and I think to myself, okay, that's pretty funny. But when you receive 5 private messages telling you not to try too hard, that's saying something. And I guess the most important message from really putting your work out there is to really look for patterns in the feedback. Because the more you put your work out there, the more feedback you'll get. And then it'll start becoming overwhelming because you don't know what is actually good advice and what is bad. And once that happens, it's important to take all the feedback and look for patterns and commonalities. And when that happens, then you'll be able to know where the constructive criticism actually is. So anyway, I'm not going to make this video too long. This was just an add-on to the actual series. But this was something that I figured out and something that my friend pointed out to me. So I thought it was good to let you guys know as well. So if you haven't watched the series, do check it out. It's called Chasing the Dream, and I hope you benefit from it or get something useful out of it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Bye bye.